Good morning. The title of my lecture today is Research and its various types. As we know, it's the nature of man, it's the instinct of man, natural instinct of man to be familiar with the surroundings, to learn about the natural and social phenomena, and to control the events that are not in its favor, that are not good to him. So there has been investigation, there has been research, there has been discovery, there has been invention since times immemorial, or say, since man was born, since man started living in groups, since he started understanding the things. So research or investigation or discovery or invention. These terms are not new. These terms are quite old. Anyway, here I am going to confine myself especially to the types of research. But before we come to the types of research, let us know what the meaning of research is. I am going to let you know the meaning of research just in a few words. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 words. I have used just 7 words to explain, to let you know the meaning of research. A systematic attempt to attain new knowledge. What is research? Research is a systematic attempt. It has a process, and the researcher has to follow the process. The researcher has to follow all the steps that are described for the process of research. And this systematic attempt is made to attain, to gain new knowledge, to gain new learning. Obviously, man thinks that he knows everything. I should say, he's overconfident of himself that he is the master in himself and he knows everything. He needs to learn nothing. But the reality is not this. The reality is somewhat different from what he thinks about himself. Man believes that he knows everything, but the reality is that he does not know everything. He does not know everything. Even if he has learned a great deal about things, about phenomena, much is left to be learned, much is left to be explored, much is left to be known by him. So, the things that are unknown to him, the knowledge that is untouched to him, forces him to learn, to continue to learn, and obviously, he spends a major part of his life, or say, he spends his whole life learning one thing or the other. When we apply the term research in the context of sociology, in the context of social sciences, so social research simply means to study the social phenomena, to get new knowledge, to attain new knowledge about social phenomena, to be familiar with the social events, to find out the causes of social events, to explore the effects of the events, and to interpret the cause and effect relationship. I mean to say, that every social research is conducted with a specific purpose to find out the causes, to explore the causes of the problem, to explore and find out the results or say effects or consequences of the problem to be studied, and to interpret the cause and effect relationship, and to develop and to formulate concepts and theories. So this is the specific purpose of research. Now, first I would like to speak on systematic attempt in the context of social research. Systematic attempt in social research refers to the selection of the title, selection of the problem, to study the related literature that is available in journals, books, magazines, theses, internet sites, then to specify the objectives and aims for the study, to formulate hypotheses about area of study area, which should be quite approachable to the researcher, hypothesis relating to the number of the units of information from which data are to be collected, determination of the tools and techniques of data collection. So, hypothesis is formulated, and formulation of hypothesis is followed by the preparation of a research design. Every research has a specific design about itself. So, research design needs to be prepared by the researcher before he actually conducts the research, before he actually makes the research. Then comes the research methodology. And after all this, collection of data, classification of data, tabulation of data, analysis of data, interpretation of data is made. It is a very important aspect of research. The study area or say occurrence of the problem to be studied is observed by the researcher or social scientist. And after this observation, the researcher or social scientist develops rapport with the population living in the study area, and then he makes specific interaction with the selected units of information that are selected through sampling, either through random sampling or through stratified sampling. Then, using an appropriate technique of data collection, he collects the primary data from the selected units of information. After the data have been collected, the data are classified in accordance with their nature. After the classification of the data, in order to present them in an effective way, tabulation of the data is made. That is, data are presented through various tables. Then analysis of the data is made. And finally, interpretation, keeping in mind both the causes and effects of the problem is made. And finally, the generalization is made. Generalization means development of concepts. Concepts are developed, or to say, theories about the problem are formulated. So this is the systematic attempt. And through this systematic attempt, new knowledge about a problem, about social phenomena, about a specific aspect of social phenomena is made. This is all about research. I think it's clear now. Now I'm telling you the types of research. And in this lecture, I'm not going to explain these types. I'm simply going to make you familiar with the names of the various types and various forms of research. Now, widely speaking, the whole research can be put under two categories: quantitative research, which is generally preferred in the study of natural phenomena. Second is qualitative research, which is generally preferred in social science research. So, quantitative and qualitative are two wide divisions of research, wide classifications of research. There are two classes of research. Once again, I'm telling you quantitative research and then qualitative research. Both the researches have the following forms of research. First is basic or pure research. In Hindi, it is मौलिक, विशुद्ध और आधारभूत अनुसंधान. So first is basic or pure research. It aims at developing and formulating theories. Second is applied research. Applied research. Applied research refers to the solution, or say finding some solution to the practical problems. So in this research, the approach of the researcher is all practical. Or we can say basic or pure research refers to the theoretical aspect of a problem, while applied research refers to the practical aspect of the problem. Then comes historical research. Historical research requires on the part of the researcher that he should have a historical perspective, and he should study a problem with a question: why the problem, how was that problem in the past? What were the status of the problem in the past? So with this question in mind, historical research is conducted. Then comes empirical research. Empirical research refers to the experience-based, personal experience-based research that is made through survey methods. So, wholehearted involvement of the researcher to the problem is found in empirical research. Then comes वर्णनात्मक or descriptive research. As the name suggests, the purpose of this type of research is to describe the aspects of the problem. Then comes the exploratory research. In this type of research, in this form of research, causes are explored, or say unknown or unexplored aspects of the problem are explored. Then comes explanatory research, and in this type of research, explanation of the problem, explanation of each and every aspect of the problem to be studied each way, and then comes the experimental research. Experimental research refers to, or say, involves the wholehearted, or say 100% involvement of the researcher to the study. He makes experiments, and for the sake of the experiment, he is at liberty to change the variables to the problem accordingly, or say as he please it or as she please it. So, in Hindi we can say that basic or pure research means मौलिक और विशुद्ध और आधारभूत अनुसंधान. Applied research in Hindi means व्यावहारिक अनुसंधान. Historical research in Hindi means ऐतिहासिक अनुसंधान. Empirical research in Hindi means अनुभविक अनुसंधान. Descriptive research in Hindi means वर्णनात्मक अनुसंधान. And exploratory means खोजी और अन्वेषणात्मक अनुसंधान. Explanatory research means व्याख्यात्मक अनुसंधान. Experimental research means प्रयोगात्मक और परीक्षणात्मक अनुसंधान.